happy to be on Storyline today?
Yeah!
You're welcome to Riddles. I am something.
Something, something.
I am something.
Something, something.
I am something. I have 4 legs, but I cannot walk. What am I? Mini, mini, mighty, mo. A round of applause for us. I am something.
Something, something.
I am something.
Something, something.
I am white inside. I am brown outside. What am I?
Who knows the answer? I am white inside, but brown outside. Who knows the answer? Mini, 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 mo.
Coconut.
Is she correct?
Yes.
A round of applause for us. I am something.
Something, something.
I am something.
Something, something.
Hi. I am something. They beg me before they use me. What am I?
Who knows the answer? Mini, 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 mo.
Cream.
Eh? Cream. Is she correct?
Yes.
Is she correct?
Yes.
A round of applause for her. I am something.
Something, something.
I am something.
Something, something.
I am something. I kiss my mother before I die.
Who knows the answer? Mini, 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 mo.
Matches.
Is it correct?
Yes.
A round of applause for him. Now we are moving on to story. Are you happy to hear the story?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear you. Let's hear the story you have for us.
It's about Gonka and
Okay.
Gonka. Gonka was a warrior, and Gonka and Timmy were friends. They loved each other. They used to work together. One day, and they have king named Sango. One day, the king ordered the two that they should went to warrior. So they went together and killed the people that were there. They used to fight the war peacefully one day, and the king said that they should go to Oyo, to the people of Oyo. So when they went there, they did not kill Oyo people. So the Oyo people now decided to make Timi to be their king. So they were happy that Timi will be their king. So Gonka went to Alaafin, that means Sango, and told him about what Timi did. When Sango heard what Gonka said, Sango was very angry and told Gonka that he should went there to kill Timi. When Gonka went to Timi to Oyo, Timi and Gonka were fighting. Both of them did not win the fight, and Gonka bring out his charmer and cast it on Timi. Timi fell asleep. When Gonka carried Timi to Ile-Ife, means Sango, and Sango was very angry that I told you to kill Timi, but to bring him. So I want to decide that 2 of you should fight in front of me. So Timi and Gonka were fighting, and Gonka killed Timi. Gonka was not very happy because he killed his friend. So when Gonka told Sango that he wants to die, and Sango, the king, told the warrior that they should kill Gonka, and they burned Gonka alive. When Gonka died, everybody in the village was happy that they did not have anybody like them again, that they will be living peacefully. So one day, Sango and his wife were at the palace, and and Bonka ghost woke up and said, I want to take my bite. I want to take back my throne. And Sango and his wife went out, and Sango went to another place. Why 4 of his wives turned to river?
Oh, I hope you heard the story she just told us now.
Yes.
Is there any lesson you've learned from the story? What? A round of applause for him. What else have you learned from the story? Who can tell me what you've learned from the story? A round of applause for that girl. Now, story.
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 I will tell you my own story. My own story is all about a king that has so many servants and has 10 dogs. What do I call it?
10 dogs.
The king has 10 dogs. See this king? Anybody and any of his servants that made any mistake, do you know what the king will do? He will throw the servants into the dog's cage. Do you know the meaning of that?
Yes.
And those dogs are wild dogs. Do you know how wild dogs do? Do you know how they do?
Yes.
Who can tell me how wild dogs do? Tell me how the wild dogs do. How do they do? They are wicked animals. If you want to know a wild dog, you have, woo, woo. If the dog see any stranger, do you know how they will bark? They will bark with angriness. So on this fateful day, one of the servants made a mistake. He now ordered one of the servants to throw the servant inside the dog cage. I felt so pity when I heard the story. But the king is late now. When the servant made an opinion, the king was so angry. He said, how could you make that opinion for me? I am the king. I am the head of this community. How could you make this opinion for me? He called on the servants. Oh yeah, where are those servants? Where are you? Go and throw these servants into the dog cage. The servant now came saying, my lord, I'm very sorry. Oh, before you throw me inside the cage, can you please and please just give me 10 days? How many days?
10 days.
And can you imagine? This servant has served this king for 10 years. The servant has served the king for 10 years. And the servant now went to the king. He pleaded. He knelt down. He said, my lord, please have mercy on me. Just give me 10 days before you throw me inside the dog's cage. The king now said, okay, I will give you just 10 days. But after that 10 days, I will throw you inside the dog's cage. So, after the servant has pleaded, he now went to the guards that usually take care of the dogs. He said, guards, please, I beg of you, just give me 10 days to take care of those dogs. And the guards was baffled. He was like, you want to take care of those dogs for 10 days? Are you not scared of your life? Don't you know that the dogs can eat you? Don't you know the dogs can tear you? He said, don't worry. I know what to do. And the guards agreed. He agreed. So the guards go. Do you know what the servants do?
No.
Do you know what the servants do?
No.
the servant will go to those dogs. The servant will feed those dogs. It will bathe them. It will make them to be in their comfort way. And those dogs started to be liking him. Anytime they see the servant to feed them, they will be shaking their tails. They will be happy that these dogs have come to take care of us. This dog has come to pamper us. This dog has come to bathe us. They will be happy. Anytime they see the servant, they will be happy. They will be dancing. Can you imagine how the servant is taking care of those dogs?
No.
So, when the 10 days now comes, the king now comes. He sends for all the servants, the remaining servants. He said, yes, the punishment day has come. He said, it is time to throw the servants into the cage dog. So the servant now comes. He said, my lord, I am ready. Can you throw me inside the dog's cage? The king said, yes. The king said, yes, I'm ready. Oh yeah, throw him inside the cage. Can you imagine how the king would order his servants? Oh yeah, throw him inside the cage. So as he entered inside the cage, do you know what those dogs did?
No.
Do you know what they did?
No.
Do you know what they did?
No.
They started shaking their tail, dancing for the servants, shaking their bum bum. They were all happy. They were all licking his feet. The dog now said, excuse me, what is going on here? Can you tell me what is going on here? And the servant now stood up. He said, my lord, with all due respect, my lord, I saved you for 10 years. Just a little mistake that I made, and you cannot have mercy on me. My lord, I saved these dogs for only 10 days. Can you imagine? The servant saved those dogs for only 10 days. And they started liking the servants. They liked him to the extent of licking his feet, to the extent of jumping, of dancing. And those dogs had never danced for the guards. And the servants went to the king, my lord, my king, I served you for 10 years. But just a little mistake that I did, and you cannot have mercy on me. You cannot have mercy. You cannot think of the 10 years I served you. But I served these dogs for just only 10 days. And see how they are dancing. See how they are licking my feet. See how they are shaking their bum bum for me. Have you learned something from this story?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you learned something from this story?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if I may ask you, what have you learned from this story? Stand up and tell me. We should be kind. Kindness is good. A round of applause for her. Who else have learned a lesson from this story? Tell me.
Someone should be doing good at something.
Someone should be good at all times. Who else has learned something from this story? Can you tell me?
We should love one another.
We should love each other. Who else has learned something?
We should be appreciative.
We should be appreciative. In anything you do, learn to appreciate. You know, your mommy gives you something, you appreciate. Your dad gives you something, you appreciate. You say, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Above all, when anybody do bad things for you or your friends, never and ever retaliate. Is it clear to me now?
Yes.
You know, this servant has served the king for 10 years. But just because of a little mistake. And the king ordered that the servant should be thrown inside the gate door. So let's be kind. Don't do evil with evil. You do good with good. If anybody do bad to you, you return the bad the person did with good things. Are you all happy to hear the story? Yeah. Are you all happy to hear the story? Yeah. If you're happy, then you give me a round of applause.
Bàbá lọ́jà yàlájẹ́ oníṣòwò kékèké pẹ̀lú oníṣòwò ńláńlá. Ẹjọ́ TV channel o lè jọjà yìí tàyẹ sọ fún wọn. OSBC lókè balẹ̀
OSBC lókè balẹ̀
Channel 32 UHF náà
Channel 32 UHF ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wá síbẹ̀ wọn.
OSBC Channel 32 kí ló ń ṣe níbẹ̀ gan òjijì tún lè ṣàdùrẹ́ ṣe ọmọ. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò ní àjọyọ̀
Òyìn àsìkò tó ń ṣàkóso
lọ́gbọ́n lọ́lọ́kan
ètò tó kọ́ ní lọ́gbọ̀n.
ọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò tó tún bá gbanú gidi. Wọ́n ṣe publicity fún business tí a jà ó. Ìwọ lọ rí wọn tún lè ṣàdó bàbọ̀ wọn. Ṣòkòrò kí lókè balẹ̀ náà.
Òkè balẹ̀ náà.
Ṣòkòrò kí lókè balẹ̀ náà.
Ibẹ̀ náà wà tó ti ń dá bí ẹdùn tó ti ń rọ̀ bí òwe bàbá owó túndétúndé.
Bàbá lọ́jà yàlájẹ́ oníṣòwò kékèké.
Hello viewers, welcome to your darling station OSBC. Come enjoy a rich menu of programs. On OSBC TV, there is something you must watch. We have drama,
Ibi rárá, àjẹ́ ilé tó máa ń forí mi níbi ibi rárá, nàrá ké wọlé ibi rárá.
Honey, is it not eating?
I just heard strange words and incantations, like ritual songs, coming from his room.
Honey, it's okay. Let me go and talk to him.
sports,
It is Mel! Yes. Oh, yes! What a brilliant free kick!
good musicals, educational television, kiddies and cartoons. Quality discussions and editorials.
Having an holistic view of what is playing out now in the political climate, general summary.
Then you equally saddle the same minded with controlling, the funding and the money to which a party could spend. Actually, it's unfortunate that the parties are not sincere. They cannot be sincere in the nature of elections we are organizing. In the developed society, it's not as if the things are a little bit, but today people are challenging even Trump's elections in terms of information, in terms of managing the activities, in terms of his campaign. You can't do that here.
And news on the go.
For prioritizing agriculture as a means of diversifying the economy.
Join us on StarTimes channel 113, Free TV 502, and follow us online at osbcng.org Meet us on our social media platforms. OSBC Television, we keep you updated.
Araba ni baba, ẹni abálàbà ni baba. OSBC Television Channel 32 UHF, Star Times 113 àti Free TV 502. Pẹ̀lú èèkàn ayélujára osbcng.org ti gbé àwọ̀ tuntun wọ̀.
This is the best thing that could ever happen to me. You know, when I started searching for a place to, you know, buy property, and people were just taking me to forest, you know. I did a lot of search, not until I met one of your marketers sometimes in 2015, and told me about Adron. So when I followed him, I come to the site. When I saw blue in my mind, I bought into the property, and the rest is history. Hassle-free, everything. Here is so peaceful. We sleep like a baby here. Thank God also Adron has built a police post somewhere around it. The greatest thing that I enjoy so far now is, I have uninterrupted power supply. Adron is true to his word. It's a friendly organization, professional. I can recommend Adron to anybody. This is a place to be. This is the next cash cow for people.
Adron Homes, making the incredible affordable.
StarTimes ti dé pẹ̀lú eré alárinrin white flower. Bí ẹ ti mọ̀ pé a fẹ́ràn yín, la ṣe pinnu láti ṣe àfihàn white flower eré òde òyìnbó sí èdè Yorùbá fún ìgbádùn yín. Agbẹjọ́rò Dante Cruz àti aya rẹ̀ ló ṣèkóńgẹ́ ikú òjì lọ́wọ́ àwọn agbanipa látàrí ẹ̀rí ìwà àjẹbánu èyí tí ó tọpinpin lórí gómìnà Julio Andante àti ọmọ rẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n orúkọ ọmọ wọn Lílì yọ ní ọjọ́ náà. Ta ló pa mòfin ọ̀hún? Kí ni padàbọ̀ Lílì sílùú Andante? White flower yóò mọ̀ wá sójú wòran lórí ìkànnì ST Yorùbá lóṣù karùn-ún yìí láti ọjọ́